Hello everyone, this is Eddie with Orbital Knives, and today I'm going to do a breakdown of the Large Callistos. These are my three prototypes that I've been testing on for many months, and this knife is scheduled to be released very soon. And yeah, we're very excited for it. I know that we said it would be released during December. We apologize, we missed that deadline. Holidays makes it really slows things down incredibly. But I'm gonna compare it to the original size Callisto. For those of you who don't know, we are Orbital Knives, and this was our first release ever as a knife company. The Callisto originally was meant to be a 3-inch blade, great for EDC, very simple knife, sub $100. But in the sub $100 price range, I wanted some greatness going on. And part of that greatness was I wanted that sick mill titanium clip and a titanium backspacer to match that clip. In my opinion, it's a little sad when you get a knife that you enjoy for $60 or $70, and then you gotta pay $20 to $30 extra dollars to upgrade the clip to a titanium clip, and then you gotta pay more if you want to upgrade the backspacer. And then, you can do that all you want, but for me, I wanted to give just a real nice clip from the start, not give you the option. And people really love that. If you look into the reviews online of this knife, this gets a lot of praise, which I really enjoy. So thank you so much to everybody that has supported us in that way. Now, with that said, the number one request that we got as a company was make it bigger. And so we responded. Now, I carried that same clip onto all these three different versions. You have this one in JG10 with a black coated blade. You have this one in aluminum, blue aluminum, that looks beautiful. And you can see the clip and backspacer, again, both in titanium. And then you have this one in titanium handle and also the titanium clip and backspacer, but these are black coated as well. So very cool variations. Moreover, we did changes in the construction. I want to break those down for you. Originally, these scales were flat, as you can see, just a flat piece of micarta in this case. We have other options, I'll show them to you in a second. All of these are contoured. So, oh, that was weird. Anyway, I don't know if you can tell, but these are contoured, just enough to where you can feel that it's not flat. Not a crazy contourness, but a very settled one, and I really enjoy it. Let's see if you can notice that on this one. I'm gonna go this angle. Even if you look at the thickness here, you can see how it starts thinner on this side and grows thicker towards the middle, and then it goes thinner again. You can see that. That's due to the contourness. We added that milling there that is gonna provide a better grip when you're using the knife. And it's also included on the JG10 version. You can sometimes see it if you have the light just right, but and I thought maybe I don't have to do it on the JG10 because it's just G10 and whatever, but in the end, even though you cannot see it, it really does improve your grip. And so I left it, even though it cannot be appreciated all the time, in terms of looks, but it can always be appreciated in terms of feel, which is what matters when you're using a knife. We also upgraded the steel. I went from 154 cm to 20 CV. Now, the reason for that is because when I think of the Callisto and what I wanted with this one, I just wanted to create a good EDC knife, a good everyday carry knife that people can just put in their pocket and use. And that's also the case for the Large Callistos. But when I think of a larger knife, I always think of bigger tasks. You're gonna be doing harder work. And so eventually what that means is you're gonna need more edge retention. And so I upgraded all the way from 154 cm to 20 CV. There's a lot of steels in between, in my opinion, that I could have used, but I really wanted the edge retention that 20 CV provides. Blade geometry is very close to the same. Obviously, we didn't make the knife just longer, we didn't make it just longer, but we also made it thicker. So basically, you take this knife and you amplify it this way, not this way. Yeah, I played with the design a little bit, and I think that was the better call. It just provides you more of a handle for those type of tasks. Again, with that in mind, we also added the jimping. I'm gonna grab this version because it's easier to see. So you have the jimping there this time, which you don't have on the regular Callisto. And again, that's that in mind. It's just, this is very comfortable in my opinion for that kind of task. Not that you cannot use it for harder tasks, you definitely can. I've done it. I've abused this one the most, and it's held up just fine. But yeah, in this case, I wanted to add that jimping. Just again, better ergonomics in that kind of situations. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting something real quick. As part of the construction, the liners on this one, where you can see they're visible, they're all nested liners on this version. So they're there, they're just inside. Essentially, they're hidden. We kept that as a liner lock. I really enjoy liner locks. I think Michael Walker did us all a favor when he created the liner locks. And yeah, that is the Large Callisto breakdown. Now, one of the biggest differences between this and the original Callisto is the price. I not only mean the price as number, but also the price as a, I guess as an option, because these were the versions of the original Callisto, and no matter what you chose, you were paying $89 regardless. You know, unless you had some sort of discount code from us or anything like that, these are $89. With these ones, because of the different types of upgrades that we have done in both handle material and finishes, there are differences in price. So this one right here is the JG10, as I said, 20 CV. They're all 20 CV, but this one's black coated. You got that titanium clip and backspacer. This one goes for $129. It's going to go for $129. You upgrade to this version for $159 in the aluminum, that blue aluminum that just is so beautiful in my opinion. And I really like the raw titanium on this one. It's just you can appreciate it a little more than when it's coated, especially with that blue contrast in the background. I think it's really cool. And this one is a stonewash finish in this case. And then the most fancy one would be $199, which is the one in titanium. These are full-on titanium scales, titanium clip and backspacer, and you got that beautiful DLC coated blade, which is, I've taken, for those of you who don't know, DLC coating is diamond light coating. And so I've taken steps to this with my other knives. Okay, I'm gonna do it now to show you guys. That would ruin the finish in any knife. But when you get a DLC coated knife, like new. Okay, so there you go. This is $199 with all the bells and whistles. You also go up in weight a little bit. Okay, this is the lightest version between the three, and it gets heavier and heavier. The titanium is the heaviest one. But yeah, that is the Large Callisto for you guys. If you have any questions, just let me know. I invite you all to go check out our website. Scroll down to the bottom in the footer of the page. There is a spot for you to put your email address. And if you do that, you're going to get a discount code and you can get this for a really good deal. Other than that, I hope you guys are all doing good and that you had some happy holidays, and we'll see you guys around. Bye.